This town doesn't appear on any map, and it doesn't want to. I found the town by accident. At least that's what I tell myself when I'm awake. When I'm half asleep, when the room is dark and the silence stretches too long, I know that isn't true. Accidents don't feel this deliberate. Accidents don't wait for you. I had been driving west for hours. I couldn't tell you exactly why. There was no destination worth mentioning. No friend, no job, no emergency. Just distance. Just the steady need to keep moving until the road erased whatever had been weighing on me. The highway was empty in that uniquely unsettling way where you start wondering if you missed something. An exit, a turn, a warning. The sun was setting slowly, staining the sky orange and violet, and my radio kept slipping in and out of static. Not the sharp, angry kind. This sounded soft, almost organized, like breathing. When my GPS lost signal, I didn't panic. Out there, it happened all the time. I remember glancing at the screen, watching my location icon freeze in place while the miles ticked by beneath my tires. That should have been my first warning. The road didn't change suddenly. It didn't drop into fog or twist unnaturally. It simply became better. The asphalt smoothed beneath my tires. The cracks vanished. The faded lines sharpened into perfect yellow stripes, freshly painted and unbroken. Even the vibration of the drive changed. Steadier, quieter. Then the radio went silent. Not static. Nothing. I reached to turn the volume knob, but the moment my fingers touched it, the sound returned. Soft static again, pulsing faintly, like it was responding to me. I pulled my hand back. That's when I saw the sign. It stood alone at the side of the road, supported by two rough wooden posts driven deep into the dirt. No reflectors, no metal, just wood and paint. The letters were hand-done, uneven, slightly crooked. Welcome. No town name, no distance. Just that single word staring at me. I slowed instinctively. The road ahead dipped gently, curving just enough that I couldn't see beyond it. I checked my mirrors. Behind me, the highway was wrong. The road didn't end. It just faded. Not into darkness or fog, but into something thicker, like the air itself was erasing it. I sat there for a long moment, foot hovering over the brake. Then I drove forward. The town didn't appear all at once. It revealed itself patiently, like it wanted to make sure I was paying attention. First came the buildings, small, modest structures lining the road. A gas station with old analog pumps, a diner with a flickering neon sign, houses with porches and drawn curtains. Everything looked lived in. Everything looked paused. I parked near what felt like the center of town. When I turned off the engine, the silence rushed back instantly, heavy and absolute. No wind, no insects, no distant traffic. I stepped out of the car. The air smelled old, not rotten, not dusty, just sealed. Like a place that had been closed for a long time and only just reopened. I walked past the diner first. The sign read, "Open," glowing weakly. Inside, tables were set neatly. Plates, cups, silverware, all untouched, all coated in a thin layer of dust. A coffee pot sat on the counter, half full. The liquid inside had gone dark and syrupy, like it had been sitting there for years without evaporating. I called out, "Hello." My voice echoed far longer than it should have. That's when I noticed I wasn't alone. At first, I thought they were mannequins, or maybe reflections. People stood scattered throughout the street, on sidewalks, in doorways, near windows. They weren't moving. They were watching. Men, women, children. Their faces were calm, blank, neutral in a way that felt practiced. I raised a hand and gave a hesitant wave. No one reacted. I took a step toward a woman standing outside the general store. Her eyes snapped to me instantly, tracking my movement with unsettling precision. She blinked. Once. Slowly. And then she smiled. Relief flooded me, sudden and undeserved. "Hey," I said. "Sorry. I think I took a wrong turn. Can you tell me how to get back to the highway?" Her smile stretched wider. Not monstrous. Just incorrect. "You're early," she said. Her voice was soft, flat, almost rehearsed. "Early for what?" I asked. She didn't answer. Instead, her head tilted slightly, as if she were listening to something behind me. "They didn't mark you this time," she murmured. A chill crawled up my spine. "Mark me." She stepped closer. So did the others. No rush, no aggression. Just a slow, inevitable narrowing of space. "You're not on any map," she said. "That's how it happens." I laughed weakly. "Look, I really just need directions." Her smile vanished. "There is no back." That's when I noticed something I hadn't before. The sun was still visible, hanging low in the sky, but none of them cast shadows. I ran. I don't remember deciding to. My body moved before my thoughts could catch up. The streets stretched unnaturally as I sprinted. Buildings rearranged themselves when I wasn't looking. Corners led to intersections I didn't recognize. The gas station was gone. The diner was gone. My car was gone. Panic flooded my chest, thick and suffocating. Then the bell rang. A deep, resonant sound rolled through the town, vibrating in my bones. Every person froze mid-step. Every head turned upward. "The count begins," someone whispered. The sky darkened too fast, plunging the town into an unnatural twilight. Pale lights flickered on inside the buildings, cold, humming, slightly out of sync. A man approached me. He looked tired, not old, just worn down by time in a way that felt personal. "You shouldn't fight it," he said gently. "It only makes it hurt longer." "Hurt what?" I asked, my voice shaking. "Becoming." He showed me his wrist, the same word carved beneath his skin. "Welcome." "I drove through once," he said, "before the roads learned how to hide." Another bell rang. Something inside me shifted. Memories began to slip. Names dissolved. I couldn't remember where I'd been driving from, or why, or who I was supposed to be. The people moved closer, perfectly synchronized. I screamed, but the sound came out hollow, swallowed by the air. I don't know how I escaped. I woke up on the side of a highway at dawn. My car parked neatly, engine cold, phone working, no town, no road, no record. I told myself it was a dream, until I noticed the word beneath my skin. Sometimes, when I drive too long, the road goes quiet, and sometimes I feel like something is counting, waiting.